This is not a personal production nor generated by AI. Hello, this is Muhammad Sabagh, interested in global transformation trends in educational leadership and AI literacy and policy. In this video, I'm going to share with you an overview of how the global education is being rebuilt. This video is for policymakers, educators from all roles, and researchers who are looking for where education trends are heading towards. Over the past 2 years, I have been immersed in analyzing peer-reviewed studies, international policy frameworks, and also postgraduate researches that published recently in 2024 and 2025. One clear message became impossible to ignore. Education is not being upgraded, it is being rebuilt. And that transformation is reshaping education into four core different dimensions: policy, leadership, teaching and learning, and the future skills. Let's break this down starting from the top. Policy is where education decides not only what is being taught, but why is it taught and how learners are being prepared for an AI-driven world. Across the globe, ministries of education are redefining policy through four major pillars. First pillar, AI governance. As AI enters classrooms, assessments, and administrations, governments and policymakers are demanding ethical AI use, transparency in decision making, data protection for students and staff, and also academic integrity safeguards. These are not optional controls. They exist because trust, fairness, and equality are now central to educational systems across the globe. Second pillar, assessment reform. Traditional exams are no longer sufficient in a world where generative AI exists. Policymakers are moving towards competency-based standards and also performance assessments and real-world tasks. Also, an anti-cheating frameworks that protect human thinking. Remember, this shift will define assessment for the next decade. Third pillar is data and learning analytics. Education is entering an era of data-informed systems. As a policymakers now, you are demanding by reliable learning data, clear data standards, also transparent reporting, and responsible AI-supported decisions making. Because improvement without evidence is no longer acceptable in this new world. Fourth pillar is equity and fairness. No transformation is meaningful unless it reaches every learner. That's why global frameworks prioritize equitable access for high quality education, inclusive digital pathways, and reducing systemic learning gaps. Equity is no longer a value statement, it's a measurable policy outcome in most of the inspection frameworks around the globe. Now we're moving from policy to leadership. If policy defines direction, leadership determines how systems can move at all. Second dimension in the global transformation is educational leadership. In the next decade, leadership is no longer about managing people. It's more about designing adaptive systems where educational leadership is being reshaped through five core pillars. Well, first pillar is institutional AI readiness. Schools are now evaluated on readiness. That includes safe AI integration, staff training strategies, operational policies, and risk mitigation planning. Readiness is the new credibility of education technology, and it's the responsibility of adaptive leaders to ensure that. Second pillar is data-informed leadership. Leadership without data is leadership without direction. Data-informed leadership rely on evidence-based planning, dashboards and monitoring tools, improvement cycles based on data. That all leads to targeted and purposeful interventions. Third pillar is hybrid and flexible learning. Leaders are designing systems beyond physical classrooms. Blended models, multiple learning pathways, community-based learning, all that ensures continuity during disruption, whether technological or environmental or social disruptions of learning. Fourth pillar is ethical leadership. In AI-shaped systems, leadership must model transparency, fairness, and also responsible decision-making and community trust. Fifth pillar is PLC and capacity building. The strongest schools invest in their people, and that would be through professional learning communities, which is called PLC, coaching cultures, a collaborative practice, and that sustainable leadership builds collective intelligence that lead to high teaching standards. Now we're shifting from leadership to the classroom. Leadership sets the tone, but the classroom is where transformation becomes alive. Third dimension is teaching and learning. Teaching in 2026 is not more technological. It's more human centered, more intellectually demanding, and more purposeful. This transformation unfolds across five core pillars I will be discussing one by one. First pillar is assessment redesigned for Gen AI. To measure real understanding, classrooms now should prioritize project based assessment or open inquiry exams. Also, real world tasks are the top. A new trend in assessment is oral or visual or reflective reviews by learners. The entire globe is shifting towards assessment that reveals thinking, not recalling information. Second pillar is AI literacy for educators. Teachers are the front line who should be directing how to use AI responsibly, and that includes ethical classroom policies and clearances, critical tools evaluation, and safe prompting and thoughtful integration of AI. AI should maximize educators' critical thinking and judgment, not to replace them. Third pillar is innovation and design thinking. Innovation is no longer optional, it is expected. So, modern classrooms are built on student centered learning, creative lesson models, and project and problem based learning, Socratic thinking as well. All those trends are going to be viral in 2026, especially when era of using AI. Fourth pillar is digital classroom management. Learning now exists across physical and digital spaces. We spoke about hybrid and flexible learning earlier. Teachers must establish clear digital routines to create online behavior norms, safe platform use, and engagement strategies as well. This should enable safe digital learning environment. Fifth pillar is higher order thinking skills in action. A dozen of researches and systemic reviews discusses human intelligence versus artificial intelligence. Most of them highlights that AI cannot and shouldn't replace human reasoning. To ensure that, teaching must focus on inquiry, debates, critical reasoning, and deep learning questions. Thinking is not the curriculum, but it is the core of the learning process. Now, from learning to outcomes, everything so far leads to one final question: what kind of learners are we preparing? Fourth dimension speaks about the future skills, answers that question. Future skills are not isolated competencies. They are the result of aligned policy, leadership, and teaching. So here are the four sets of skills needed for the next decade. There are more sets of skills, but those are the most trendy in education for the next couple of years at least. First set is meta learning and self regulation. Future learners need to develop independent learning habits, goal setting routines, reflective thinking, and self monitoring strategies. Adaptability becomes a core of human intelligence, and this can't happen without metacognition. Second set is AI and data literacy for students. Understanding purpose matters more than using many tools. This type of literacy ensures safe and ethical use of AI by students. For that, students should learn data protection principles, AI literacy foundations, and algorithmic thinking as well. That for sure builds a responsible AI use capacity among the children. Well, third set is digital citizenship. Digital citizenship means that students become more accountable digital actors, and there are 9 elements of digital citizenship, and for each, students must know purpose and importance of each one, understanding the consequences of each one, and also knowing the community responsibility towards each of the 9 elements. Also, the legal and ethical use of technology. Fourth and final set is green skills. Education must respond to environmental reality. Learners should develop future skills and environmental awareness in climate problem solving, green economy competencies. And that's why sustainability becomes a wide learning lens, can fit any subject and any topic as well. There are more than 4 dimensions to be explored. The systems are shifting, the skills are evolving, and the responsibility is shared. Every educator has a huge responsibility to ensure that we are leading the change, not the change is leading us. Thanks for watching.